Today in this class of physics we are going to deal the lesson kinematics, and this is our session number 3, and in this session we are going to see some important topics about the position vector, distance and displacement, momentum, velocity, speed and acceleration, then motion along one dimension and two dimensions. Totally today class is meant for the motion of particles. Let's see the position vector first. What do you mean by this position vector? See, in this picture you can note there is two axes, one is x, y and z. All the three have been merged or connected in one point. This is the position called P. X, y and z in the position P. Now let's see what it denotes. It is a vector which denotes the position of a particle at any instant of time. This particle P at any instant of time, okay, with respect to some reference frames or coordinate system. These reference frames are x, y and z. The position vector r cap of the particle at a point P is given by r cap or r vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. Here x, y and z are components of r vector. Let's see the distance and displacement. Usually in your lower classes you would have learned about this distance, okay, and not much more than that, but let me explain in a little different way. Distance is the actual path length travelled by an object in the given interval of time during the motion, and it is a positive scalar quantity which does not have any direction. See, this person starts in 0 kilometer and he ends in 6 kilometer. So he covered a 6 meter first and then he moved to his left and turned back. When he reached this, it is the distance of 10 meter. Okay, not about the travelled area but about the travelled distance, length. Then displacement, it is different between the distance and displacement. And what is the difference between the final and initial position of the object in a given interval of time? If you see or if you watch this video or GIF file, you can see the person starts from 0 meter and he ends in the 6th meter. So he had a travel to a displacement and he starts again move to the initial position. So only the displacement is 0 to 2 meter. Only the 2 meter was we taken only the 2 meter. Okay, the recorded time or between the recorded time the displacement was only the 2 meter, but not in the case of distance. It has been calculated to a 10 meter, but here only 2 meter. Let this be the difference between the distance and displacement. It can also be defined as the shortest distance between these two positions of the object, and its direction is from the initial to final position of the object. In displacement, the initial position and final position are very important. and the time period during the given interval of time is also important, because the displacement we can see the direction. That's why displacement is a vector quantity. Now let's see what the momentum explains. The linear momentum, or simply a momentum of a particle, is defined as the product of mass with velocity. Okay, the product of mass with velocity. And the momentum is denoted with p vector. Momentum is also a vector quantity which has magnitude and direction. So p is equal to m into v. That means mass with velocity. Students, the direction of momentum is also in the direction of velocity, and the magnitude of momentum is equal to the product of mass and speed of the particle. That's why p is equal to m into v. The component form of the momentum can be written as pxi cap plus pyj cap plus pz cap is equal to mvxi plus mvyj cap plus mvzk cap. We put the mv instead of this p. Here the px is equal to is a x component of momentum and is equal to mvx. Py is equal to y component of momentum and is equal to mvy. Pz is equal to z component of momentum and is equal to mvz. The unit of momentum is kg ms minus 1. Let's see velocity, speed and acceleration. Students, I know you all well versed in the terms velocity, speed and acceleration, but let me explain in terms of vector quantity. Velocity is equal to the rate of change of position vector with respect to time. Velocity is a vector quantity having symbol v, and the dimensions of velocity is m naught, L1 and t minus 1. The unit of velocity is meter per second. Speed is always a positive scalar. The unit of speed is also meter per second. And acceleration of a particle at time t is given by the ratio of change in velocity over del t, as del t approaches to 0. Acceleration a, which is approaches to limit del t to 0, and del v vector by del t, or dv vector divided by dt, which is acceleration in terms of vector quantity. Motion along one dimension. Let's see what do you mean by the average velocity. The average velocity is also a vector quantity, but in one dimension we have only two directions. One is positive direction and another one is negative direction. Hence, we use positive and negative signs to denote the direction here in average velocity. If a particle moves in one dimension, say for example along the x direction, then the average velocity is equal to del x by del t, which is equal to x2 minus x1, initial velocity minus final velocity, initial time, final time minus initial time. The instantaneous velocity or velocity is defined as v is equal to limit del t to 0 del x by del t or dx by dt. We know that velocity is given by v is equal to dx by dt. Here the dx is the displacement by the time taken. We know dx is equal to v into dt. We take this dt here. By integrating both sides, that means the dx side and the v dt side, we get integration of from x1 to x2 dx is equal to integration t2 to t1 v into dt. So the term t1 integration t1 to t2 v dt represents the area under the curve v as a function of time. And what do you mean by the average speed? The average speed is defined as the ratio of the total path length travelled by a particle in the time interval to the time interval. Average speed is equal to total path length divided by total time period. Relative velocity in 1 and 2 dimensional motions. When two objects A and B are moving with different velocities. Let me explain. Two objects with different velocities. When the velocity of one object A with respect to the other object B is called relative velocity of object A with respect to B. You can have this relative velocity when two persons running in a 100 meter or a 200 meter running race. You can have the one velocity of a person influences the other person's who is running back or front to that person A will have the influence the velocity. This is called relative velocity. Now accelerated motion. During non-uniform motion of an object, that means the object is in stable motion. It has been in rest. The velocity of the object changes from instant to instant. That is, the velocity of the object is no more constant but changes with time. Such motion is said to be an accelerated motion. Average acceleration. We know what do you mean by acceleration. If an object changes its velocity from v1 to v2, that means the velocity changed from v1 to v2 in a time interval of t2 to t1, then the average acceleration is defined as the ratio of change in velocity over the time interval. That means the del t is equal to t2 minus t1, or average acceleration is equal to v2 minus v1 divided by t2 minus t1, or del v vector divided by del t. What do you mean by instantaneous acceleration? I think you all know about the word instantaneous. It means a sudden, immediate acceleration or immediate velocity or immediate decision is called instantaneous action. Instantaneous acceleration or acceleration of a particle at time t is given by the ratio of change in velocity over del t. Okay, the del t means the time interval of final minus the initial. As del t approaches 0, that means the acceleration a vector is equal to limit del t to 0 del v vector divided by del t, which is equal to del v vector divided by dv vector divided by dt. And we can know acceleration is a vector quantity. Its SI unit is ms minus 2 and its dimensional formula is m naught L1 t minus 2. Acceleration is positive if its velocity is increasing and is negative if the velocity is decreasing. The negative acceleration is called retardation or deceleration. Thank you, students. Thank you for your cooperation. Study well.